More sinister or more incompetent.
Well, let me relieve you of your burden. When you go to sleep next time, you can say that it's both incompetent and sinister.
I think it's fair for black Americans to say, you know what, I could consider the Trump agenda, made in America, make America great again.
So we're here in liberal New York City, and we're going to see if average New Yorkers have even heard some of the headlines that are all the rage among conservatives. Did you hear about the controversy regarding the movie about the moon landing and Donald Trump?
I did not.
No.
I did not. One controversy I haven't heard about.
No, I haven't.
Did you hear about Trump praising Robert E. Lee?
Yeah. Robert E. Lee, yes.
I think I have.
Yes, I heard.
Do you feel like Americans are divided and that, like, those who listen to pro-Trump media hear one side of the story and those who hear anti-Trump stuff hear another side?
Part of your question, I definitely feel like the country's divided. I believe that Trump followers follow incorrect, maybe fake news. But I don't. I'm not a Trump follower. I believe the media.
I do feel like it's divided. We have to be open to listening to different countries, different people's interests.
As long as there's a divide between ethnicities and cultures and no line of respect between each of them, there's always going to be a divide, and there's always going to be people living in different universes.
To some, Donald Trump is a heroic champion, making America great again. To others, he's a power-mad fascist inciting bigotry. No matter what you think of Donald Trump, it's pretty obvious that Americans are more deeply polarized than ever before, and warring media narratives are deepening that division. Caleb Maupin, RT, New York.
Donald Trump has branded NBC's coverage as dishonest, claiming that the channel deliberately made him look bad. We discussed the situation with investigative journalist Max Blumenthal, who says Americans are being left none the wiser by their news coverage.
Point worth making about Fox and MSNBC is that their formula is to cover a very narrow range of topics. So if you watch these networks, you probably aren't going to know much about what's happening outside of American horse race politics. So no matter which network you're watching, you are going to wind up less informed unless you're completely concerned with the different palace intrigues going on in Washington. That's why a lot of Americans are turning to alternative media as well as foreign media, and why foreign media is under threat in the U.S., why this network, for example, has been forced to register as a foreign agent. It's pretty apparent that the national security state in the U.S. doesn't want Americans to be particularly well informed about foreign policy and what's happening on the ground in Yemen or in Palestine or Latin America.
Ecuador has agreed